Kia ora and welcome back to the channel. I'm Elvie and today we are going over my daily drawing book. This is daily drawing book number 8 from December 22nd, 2025 to February 27th, 2026. This book is not quite 80 days, it is 68 days I believe, and that's because on the other side my sister had started doing some daily drawings back in 2024, and she originally used this book. However, it didn't quite fit for her, so I got the book and I decided to use the rest of the pages. I won't show her drawings for privacy, and so today we're just going over mine. The cover, it's a little damaged. It's been traveling around with me. It's gone a few countries, honestly, but it's made it out pretty well. This first page is in Heathrow Airport in London, and it is these massive pillars that are kind of connected with all these bolts and things. It's kind of fun. I like it. It's a nice opening. A lot of people don't quite know what's going on, but I can visualize it from the image, but that's because I've seen it. This next page, I don't love it. This is from Germany. This was just a rough one at I think it's half an hour to midnight, and I was just like, ugh, I need to do something. But this one is a drawing of my friend's kind of octopus toy thing. It was fun to draw. It was pretty easy as well. This is one of my favorite spreads from the page, from the book. This one here is my friend in Germany, with these beautiful lights kind of hanging over. The buildings were interesting, and it was a nice kind of view into it as well. And this is a walk I did with my friend's family on Christmas Day up these beautiful rocks, and you could see through the trees into the other hills, which was just beautiful, and the drawing itself turned out really well. This is a church from Germany. This one, it's actually quite a simple drawing, and it did not take long at all, but I love it, and I love the open space. And sometimes that's the thing, is to know when to leave space open, because it can really just advance and elevate a drawing for sure. And then this one here, it's grown on me a little bit. I don't particularly love it, but you can kind of see there was kind of a direction of the stones going up here. And I do like how it's dark to light near the lamp, but it's just nothing amazing, but it was fun nonetheless. This is another spreads from Germany. This one was at one of, I think it's the biggest music store in the world or something, and there was a guitar in the cafe there, so of course I had to draw that. And then this is on the flight back. I was very sleep deprived, but it still managed to be one of my favorite drawings in the entire book, mainly because if I zoom up here, all these little figures, especially from this angle actually, the perspective of like the people getting smaller and smaller, it just turned out really well, and I was really proud of it. And of course, buildings, especially over in Europe, very complicated. There's a lot going on, so I was very proud of how it turned out. Moving on, we've got a cafe. I think this is when I first moved to Bristol, and yeah, it's just at a cafe there, and nothing to complain about. It's really nice. And this is me, my dad, and my brother, just kind of going through the alphabet of my family and drawing them, as you will see throughout the book. So my friend's 21st here, and my sister ended up joining me in Bristol for a few days, which was incredible. So I did a lot of drawing with her. This one was one of them, with a scooter across the road from us, and then this was at a cafe, and the salt and pepper shakers, quite fun. I quite like them. This is my sister at one of the cafes we ended up going to, and I thought it was a really nice photo of her. She looked very stylish, and I don't know, it's just a really nice angle, and especially with like the notebook and stuff down here as well. This is just another cafe. This one was just by myself. It was a very sweet wee place. It was either a church or a community centre, and it was like old people running it and older people running it, and just a very wholesome vibe, and yeah, really lovely. Here we've got a drink I tried. It wasn't anything special, but it was inspiration on something to draw, and it is quite a nice drawing, I think. This is just a door, nothing interesting, but still fun to draw. My brother here, it was his birthday a few days before, like after I drew this, sorry. So I drew him, and then another cafe because I still hadn't quite started work yet, so I was able to explore where I was staying, and I quite like this. I'll give you a zoom up here, the menu with the little sugar and dried bouquet on the table thing. Moving on, this is me and one of my friends. Yeah, I go through a lot of people on my camera roll because they're all back home, so I'm just kind of drawing them to practice people, but also because of course I miss them. And then we've got another cafe here. This one, it's very much boring in the way that it didn't really have any plants or anything to draw, but I still quite like how it turned out. We've got another cafe, and it was actually really cool because after I drew this, they asked for a painting commission of sorts, so I ended up doing a commission for the cafe, and I go back there regularly, and it's great. So there'll be another couple drawings from that cafe as well. But I actually really enjoy this drawing as well, which is very handy. This is me and some friends from back home. Again, met like a friend from back home. It's actually I find this photo very special because when we first started hanging out and becoming friends, we went to this place together, and then the last cafe, like coffee we had together, it was back at the same cafe, so I thought it was really precious. And then I went to another cafe by myself, which had a few more plants, so I drew the plants. This is me and my dad from many years ago, which was very nice, with a beautiful mango tree behind, but I kind of was getting tired, so I stopped putting in the effort there. And this is the first day at work. You can tell I put effort into the chair, but was getting quite tired, so ended up having just leaving it as kind of a line sketch. School again, and then this is just a photo from me and my friends' road trip a year ago now. Goat. I do some volunteering and they're goats, so I drew one of them, and then this is just at a cafe. Another cafe. This is back at the same place that got the commission. That's when I dropped off the painting for them, and yeah, they were really stoked, and it was nice to sit and do some art before volunteering, I believe. And then this is me and my sister. I was actually really happy with it. It was a weird perspective, but it turned out quite nice. This is my new cup holding my pens, so of course I had to draw that rather than the cat face one from previous books. So that was fun. And this pen here turned out quite nice. And then this is a cafe before work. Very lovely owner. He was very talkative and seemed to find it interesting that I was drawing, so that was really nice. Some daffodils starting to bloom as spring was getting closer and closer, and I do love daffodils, so it was really nice to see them. And then my beautiful old cat, she is a gorgeous soul, so I decided to draw a photo of her, and it turned out quite nice, especially this eye. I feel like that eye just captures her expression quite well. This is the middle of the book now. This is me and my course friends. We had a pajama party, and it was a very sweet photo and a memory of the group of us, and I do miss them, so very homely during that. And this is a concert I went to up in Manchester, and I took it of the main singer, and I was really proud of the photo, but also the drawings were right as well. The music was amazing. We've got this here, just of a coffee machine. I went to a kind of farm cafe with a friend that I made, and yeah, she painted and I did this drawing. And then this is of one of my cats. This is a photo of my brother when he was younger, holding our cat before he passed away. I love this drawing. I don't know, I think the cat, he just turned out so well, and his cheeks are just so chubby as they were, and yeah, I thought that was really sweet. And then this one, I do like it. Honestly, I could have drawn it before, I can't remember. I wouldn't be surprised, but nonetheless, I do love it, and it was my friend's 21st, so it was really sweet to draw that. This is of my mum, and then this is of me and one of my flatmates from last year. It was one of the teachers that I met. It was her birthday, and she invited me over for food and drinks and stuff, and so it was really lovely, and it was a very sweet photo of her before she blew out her candles, so I decided to draw that. And then this is with some friends I met at a cafe. They did painting, they seemed to love it, so that's very exciting, and I did a drawing of the lamp in the corner of the room, as one does. Moving on, some more people practicing. This is from that said cafe, and then this is me and a few of my friends from back in Dunedin. This is another cafe, shock horror, and this is before work actually, which is turned out pretty good. And yeah, and this is me and one of my friends from a while ago. And then this spread, I actually quite like this one as well. We had a Galentine's before I went to Portugal, and it was a very fun spread of blueberries, chips, wine, donuts, and more. And so I drew what was on the table, and I had a while we were chatting away, and I'm really happy with it because there's just so much going on. And then this is a photo of the 5 of us all together that I drew on the plane the next day in Portugal. This is also, I love this drawing. It was a beautiful random cafe that I found in the city centre in Porto, with this gorgeous table with the view out to the other side of the river. And yeah, it is one of my favourite drawings in the book, I'd say. And thankfully it didn't rain completely as I was drawing it. So, and then this one is in Santiago de Compostela, I can never pronounce it, in Spain, and it was just at a cafe, and coffee there was amazing, but it was late and I was kind of ready to go to bed, so it was very quick drawing. This is the church in Santiago. This one took far too long to draw because me being me, I had to cross-reference all the little details that you kind of can't tell, like all these little lines and details. I'm going to spend a little bit longer, and that was the reference in relation to a person, just so you could see the scale of it, which is kind of lost anyway, but that's okay. I'm giving you the close-up because of how long it took. And then this is just at the same cafe. This one is actually my artwork right next to the till, so that was really rewarding to see. And this is my friend that I met up with at the cafe, but I drew a picture of her the next day. And then this is up in Liverpool, because of course I had to go up there to see the Beatles statues, and I happened to meet someone at the concert I went to the previous in the book, so she did a painting and I did a drawing. This is a church. It was very, very cool. I went across the river in Liverpool and there was a rundown windmill and lighthouse, but on my way back to the city I passed a cafe, and across from the cafe was this beautiful church, so I had to draw it. And then this is just a plant on a table from a cafe. Very interesting. And this one is quite fun. This is me and my kitten from 2017 in the car when we first got her, practicing faces, younger faces are actually quite hard because you don't want to overline it. And then this is just a tiger, because why not? And then we've got the opener for the concert I went to back at the end of January, and I actually quite like the obscured face. And then this is just before work once again. And then the last drawing in this book is this one here of me, my sister, and my teddy bear from many, many years ago. And it's very soft, subtle, and I love it. It's very endearing. But yeah, that is Daily Drawing Sketchbook number 8. And so this book here is the new book, which is a lot more pages in a sturdier cover. And so up here, Daily Drawing number 9. And so I've already done a few, but yeah, by the time you see this, I'll maybe have done some more. But yeah, that's Daily Drawing book number 8. Thank you guys for following along, watching this video, and I hope you guys have an incredible rest of your day, morning, evening, so on.